What did we see? How did the open go?
Wild enthusiasm is actually an understatement. They had to suspend operations, citing heavy traffic and huge customer flows. In fact, some people on Weibo were saying they were waiting 3 hours just to get into the parking lot. So this, of course, represents that even though the economy is slowing, there is still demand for these low-ticket items. Costco represents value for lots of bulk items, and that the positive earnings from Alibaba and JD also represent that there is demand here from the consumer upgrade that is overshadowing some of the slowing economy and some of that weak retail sales growth we saw. Now, of course, the first day opening doesn't mean Costco is going to be successful for the long run. Many Western grocery stores and retailers have had troubles here, including Carrefour, which sold a big stake of its China business. The question is whether Costco can compete against the competition and continue with the e-commerce upgrade.
Yeah, Selena, some of these pictures are quite remarkable here. I mean, people were saying it was crazy on Weibo. They were grabbing packets of chicken and pushing people away. What are they doing right, though? I mean, you mentioned how the likes of Carrefour, Metro haven't done well in China. What can they do to sustain this momentum?
Well, Costco had actually been selling online in China for several years, their signature Kirkland brand. So, of course, there is some of that brand recognition. And it was very interesting to see these huge queues of people bustling to get American goods amid the broader trade war. It's a very interesting juxtaposition. And actually, there was an editorial from the Global Times saying that this huge success of Costco shows that it's not so easy to decouple the U.S. and China economies, and that these American corporations cannot resist the massive China market, and that the success of Costco as an example of how there is room for decoupling. So Costco is here in the middle of this big geopolitical war as a sign of hope, actually.